This is Radio Taiwan International. Welcome to the news on Radio Taiwan International. I'm Michelle Chang coming to you from Taipei, Taiwan. We begin with a look at today's top stories for Friday, March 13th. Over 1,800 Taiwanese have been evacuated from the Middle East, with efforts ongoing. The Iran war sharpens China's security calculus, and a 5.7 magnitude earthquake has struck Hualien County. But first, today's top story. Foreign Minister Lin Jialong shared via press release that to date, over 1,800 Taiwanese have been evacuated from the Middle East amid regional tensions. He thanked the frontline staff of Taiwan's overseas missions for their dedication and cooperation during this time to ensure all remaining citizens are safely relocated. Although Taiwan has limited manpower in the region, the minister noted that staff at all offices have been proactive and diligent in their efforts, cooperating closely to assist Taiwanese in the area. Many have coordinated efforts to move citizens between countries where evacuations may be safer, such as from Dubai to Oman or Bahrain to Dubai. In a notable example, Lin shared that staff from Taiwan's Saudi office personally traveled to Qatar despite dangerous circumstances to assist stranded Taiwanese citizens in leaving the country safely. Lin encouraged all staff to closely monitor regional developments and guard their own safety and well-being. So far, the Foreign Ministry reports that 1,838 Taiwanese have been safely returned to Taiwan, with 50 citizens remaining in need of evacuation assistance. The ministry assures that it will maintain close contact and provide all necessary assistance to those in need, and again urges citizens to avoid or evacuate the region. For any Taiwanese who cannot avoid travel or transit through the area, the Foreign Ministry has created a travel transit care card for the Middle East and reminds citizens to register their trip via the Consular Affairs Bureau website before departure. The registration process logs personal emergency contact information for Taiwanese missions abroad to provide timely assistance in those in the region if necessary. U.S.-Israeli strikes on Iran are rattling Beijing, reinforcing Xi Jinping's belief that hard power defines global order.
U.S. and Israeli strikes on Iran are sending shockwaves far beyond the Middle East and deep into Beijing's strategic calculus. Analysts say the military campaign reinforces what Chinese President Xi Jinping has long argued: hard power ultimately determines national security and global status. According to reporting by the New York Times, Xi has repeatedly warned of American military pressure and has pushed the People's Liberation Army to become a world-class force, what he once called a, quote, great wall of steel, capable of deterring adversaries. While Washington and Beijing remain locked in competition mixed with limited cooperation, Xi and U.S. President Donald Trump are expected to meet in Beijing in the coming weeks to preserve a post-trade war truce. Still, Washington's recent use of force against Iran's supreme leader and the removal of Venezuelan leader, both seen as strategic partners of China, has unsettled Beijing. Over the past decade, China has expanded its navy and developed advanced weapon systems, including drones and hypersonic missiles. With Trump taking a hard line on Iran and Venezuela, Chinese analysts argue that military modernization must accelerate to prepare for potential strategic pressure. Hong Kong-based Chinese University political scientist Zheng Yongnian warns that the United States leveraged Israel against Iran and says Beijing must prevent American allies like Japan and the Philippines from playing similar roles in Asia. Shanghai-based Fudan University international relations scholar Shen Dingli said the conflict is forcing China to reassess the balance of power. For Beijing, the war is more than a regional crisis. It's a stark reminder that military strength, energy security, and technological dominance will shape the next global order. Joey Chow for RTI News.
A 5.7 magnitude earthquake struck Hualien County at 8:14 p.m. on Thursday, the Central Weather Administration, or CWA, reported. According to the CWA, the quake occurred 25 kilometers south-southeast of Hualien County Hall, with a focal depth of 15.5 kilometers and aftershocks still being felt. Taiwan rates earthquakes on an intensity scale from 1 to 7, with higher numbers indicating stronger quakes. Intensity level 4 was felt in Hualien and Nantou. Level 3 was reported in Taidong, Taichung, Yilan, Jiayi County, Changhua, and Yunlin. Level 2 was felt in Miaoli, Hsinchu County, Hsinchu City, Jiayi City, Tainan, Kaohsiung, Taoyuan, New Taipei, and Taipei City. The lowest intensity, level 1, was recorded in Pingdong and Penghu. Premier Cho Jung-tai on Friday displayed receipts totaling about 2.14 million NT dollars, which is 67,000 US dollars, for his March 7th trip to Tokyo Dome to cheer on Taiwan's team at the World Baseball Classic, or WBC, rebutting opposition questions about public funding. Zuo presented 4 receipts, 18,500 NT dollars or 580 US dollars for WBC tickets, 2.08 million NT dollars or 65,000 US dollars for China Airlines charter flights, and 200,000 Japanese yen or 1,300 US dollars for tour bus fees. He noted initially exchanging 220,000 yen, but getting 20,000 yen refunded due to route changes. Zuo said,
208万由我汇给中华航空公司，一样是
This 2.08 million was wired by me to China Airlines from number 1, Section 1, Zhongxiao East Road. This proves it's purely private behavior. If legislators Su Qiaoxin, Wang Hengwei and Lin Peixiang think I can claim it as a public expense, I'll have my Secretary General submit it tomorrow and get the money back. But for a self-funded private trip, of course, I'm happy to do it.
走这样的行程，又是私人的行程，当然是欢喜甘愿嘛。
Zuo stressed the trip was a holiday day trip, fully self-funded, not using public funds, and arranged via charter to match game times for same-day return. As a monitored official, he followed reporting and security protocols, but insisted it remained private to support the Taiwanese team and that it had been excessively politicized and distorted. He also joked that he met many ramen shop owners in Taiwan, but no Japanese officials. The premier urged refocusing the legislature on key issues like the central government budget and arms purchase ordinance. The Central Weather Administration, or CWA, announced that Taiwan's cold weather will gradually weaken over the next week from Saturday, leading to warm weather and blooming flowers following the weekend. However, the spring equinox on Friday, March 20th, may bring cold weather again. On Friday, the CWA announced that while the continental cold air mass will keep mornings and evenings chilly across Taiwan, daytime temperatures are likely to warm in the coming weeks. With dry days predicted, most areas will likely experience sunny to partly cloudy days with warm days and cold nights. Temperatures are expected to begin warming on Saturday and continue this trend until March 20th, which could bring a new mass of cold air. Predictions state that Monday to Thursday across Taiwan will likely be warmer overall, but warn that nighttime temperatures will remain drastically lower, with highs of 26 to 27 degrees Celsius to overnight lows of 15 to 17. The CWA warns that the warmer weather does not mean an absence of other meteorological dangers. Easterly to southeasterly winds, which bring warmer weather, may also cause long waves along the northern coast, eastern half of Taiwan and Hengchun Peninsula. The west may also experience dense fog in the mornings, affecting Changhua to Tainan on Tuesday, and Jinmen, Mazu, and areas north of Tainan from Wednesday to Thursday, which will also affect visibility. Taiwan dominated the opening day of the 2026 Taipei World Indoor Tug-of-War Championships at Taipei Arena on Thursday, securing 3 golds, 3 silvers, and 3 bronzes. The highlight came in the open women's 500-kilogram class, where Taiwan claimed gold, silver, and bronze medals. The 4-day event features open competitions on March 12th to 13th and championships on March 14th to 15th. Open events draw non-nationals or club teams, while championships feature national squads. More than 1,000 athletes and staff from 14 nations and regions, including the Basque Country, England, Italy, Ukraine, Latvia, Netherlands, USA, Japan, South Korea, Mongolia, Hong Kong, Thailand, Vietnam, and Taiwan, competed with over 100 teams, 80 in open and 62 in championships. In the open junior girls 480-kilogram class, Taipei Jingmei Girls High School tug-of-war team went undefeated for gold. Senior Chen Yujie said, quote, "I've competed in outdoor international tug-of-war before, but this is my first world-class indoor event, and competing in front of my compatriots feels so honorable, though a bit nerve-wracking." Chen adds that she prefers indoor to outdoor tug-of-war. Quote, "It lets me better leverage my height advantage, and I'm confident in my indoor abilities," she said. Chen then teamed up with younger teammates for the women's 500-kilogram event, where she said the pressure felt lighter than the morning session, though the track was slippier than in practice, and the older opponent's superior endurance demanded sharp technique and quick adaptation. The University of Taipei representative team defended its title with gold in the open U-23 mixed 560-kilogram class. Head coach Chen Junlong said they maintained their power against Ukraine, whose strength faded quickly due to shaky fundamentals and stability. Thanks for joining me for the news. I'm Michelle Chang. Stay tuned for another 50 minutes of English language features brought to you by Radio Taiwan International.